Good afternoon or good evening, my cherished fans and listeners on YouTube. This is your humble servant Bishop Emmanuel Okereke. Come to you with another exciting topic on marriage and relationship. And this time I want to look at the 25 do's and don'ts of starting a new relationship. Okay. I say relationship anxiety is real. The Bible says, be anxious for nothing, but in all things, let your request be known unto God. Anxiety is the hastiness to get something done. And a lot of people make a lot of mistakes. Why? In the mood of anxiety. So the Bible have already cautioned us not to be anxious in doing anything because it will not end well. So the same way, when you are starting a new relationship, you must be very careful that you put away anxiety. Relationship anxiety is real. But these tips, these do's and don'ts will help you become your best self in relationship, especially in starting a new relationship. Okay. So I want to move on straight away. The first, before that, I want to take a scripture from the book of Proverbs. 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 Everything must start with the word. Proverbs. 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 Okay. Proverbs 10:18-22. I read. It says, whosoever findeth a wife, or husband, findeth a good thing and obtaining favor of the Lord. So here the scripture is telling us that whosoever find. So the responsibility of finding a partner or starting a new relationship rests on you and not on God. So it calls on you to make the best choice. So that's what we want to look at. So number one, when starting a new relationship, don't bring up your fears. Don't bring up your fears. One of the things that many people tend to do when they are starting a new relationship or dating someone new is starting to spill their relationship fears. You will hear the person saying, I fear that this relation will not do well. Why? Because of the previous experiences. When you start bringing up your fears, expressing your fears, it makes the other party to take advantage. And don't take a word, as Job said, that which I feared has come on me. And that's what will happen. So you must do everything possible to put your fears behind you and don't bring it up in the new relationship you are starting. You must be bold, strong, confident in starting a new relationship. Okay. And so one of the things that many people tend to do when starting a new relationship is to spill their relationship fears and become anxieties right from the start. You become anxious from the start, hasty. You see them shaking, you see them not being of themselves, and they start spilling out some things that they should not speak. Instead of them holding themselves and being confident and believing God that this new relation will do well, you still their past fears start visiting them. Even if the person has not even been in a relation before, the person become anxious and tense. And when it happens like that, the probability that this relation will not go far or break is there. So it calls on you to be very strong, bold, confident, hold yourself, and relax as you start a new relationship. Okay, sharing your past relationship experience with your current partner will make them feel overwhelmed, and keep that conversation short and sweet, and definitely do not overshare. If you want to share your past relationship, don't bring up everything, just a little short, you know, for them to know a little about your thing, but don't spill out everything on the same day. It should be bit by bit. Don't be so much afraid that out of fear, before you realize you have poured out everything, put away every fear and be confident, and be of yourself in starting a new relationship. Have faith in yourself and in God, and it will take you far. Okay, so number two, number two, don't compare. Stop comparing. A lot of people, ladies, gentlemen, do this a lot. And when you start comparing the partner, the other, your new friend can withdraw. At the start of the relationship, you might feel tempted. You might feel tempted. You might feel tempted to point out the shortcomings that they might have. But don't do that, because it will put them off. It will put them off. At the beginning of a new relationship, you might be tempted or feel like pointing out your shortcomings or the shortcomings of the person you have seen. And when you do that, it will put the other party off. So, as at the start of a new relationship, you might feel tempted to point out the shortcomings they might have. And when you do this, you are comparing because of your first relationship that failed. You may think that this one coming is like the first one. So you may start pointing out something that made your first relationship, or some shortcomings you saw in the first person, and you may try to bring it into this. When you start by that, the new person will withdraw or will not come again. You must not point or bring out any shortcomings in or in the past or present. You must put it aside and just focus in starting that relationship. Focus on enjoying, the beginning of this new relationship. Okay, so as I said, at the start of any new relationship, you might feel tempted to point out the shortcomings they might have, the new partner or the old partner, because of your previous experiences of your or experiences, start pointing out some shortcomings, things you don't like, when you have not even known the person well. But don't do that, because it may hurt the person, the new relationship, and that may put him or her off. You also should not bring up your past relationship and start comparing this one to the. It may happen in the past relationship, there's an area of his life or her life you enjoy, and you will wish that this new one will have. And I wish that when you start doing that, you will make the new partner to be offended, and he can be angry. Why are you comparing me? and people don't like to be compared. So you must learn to put away those past experiences and just start the new start with the new person on a clean note. And don't bring up your past relationship, because you're significant, or you are more important, or the it may happen that the previous partner was very good in an area, and you may feel insecure by comparing. This new partner can feel insecure that you may think I may not be able to meet up, I may not be able to satisfy you, I may not be able to do that and that and that, and that will cause the new guy or the new lady to pull off. Because since already you have